So once you've worked through the basic edits in ACR, you've gone through and applied a crop and maybe some straightening. You've applied the tone mapping process in the basic panel, maybe worked with the colors a little bit, and even applied a tone curve. There's one more tool that's often very useful for a wide variety of images, and that is the spot removal tool. So if we go up to the toolbar area, the item just to the right of the crop tool and straighten tool is the spot removal tool. This has the shortcut B. So if I press this, you'll see now in the panel area, all of our other options disappear, and we basically have three controls. We have a type, which allows us to define how the spot removal will take place. The clone option works like the old-fashioned clone stamp tool in Photoshop, where basically you're going to set a source and then clone those exact pixels over another set of pixels. On the other hand, the heal option will take a look at the area you're trying to fix and all of these surrounding areas in terms of the colors and tones, and it will try to guess what the most natural blend is. I usually try the heal type as a default, and if it works out, I don't need to worry too much about cloning. Now we also have a radius option, which refers to the brush radius. So if I boost this out, you can see now we've got a cursor on the document. So we can work with the brush radius in that way. Now you can also use keyboard shortcuts for the radius. These are the same as they are in Photoshop. You can press the left bracket key to reduce the size of the brush and the right bracket key to increase the size of the brush. The opacity, of course, refers to how much of the correction is showing versus having some of the original pixels show through. So in this case, I don't really have any dust spots or water spots, but I do have some areas in the clouds and in other things that I might want to remove. For example, this streak at the top of the document here is something that I might try to remove. So I can do this in different ways. I can try to make the brush as large as the object itself. And then when I click on that area, what's going to happen is I'll get a secondary cursor. And I can click and drag inside of this to basically set my source point. So because we're dealing with the sky and we have a gradient of darker blue to lighter blue, I want to make sure that this sky gradient in the corrected area matches the areas adjacent to it. Once you're finished, you can release the mouse button and then move the cursor down to the bottom of the panel. From there, you can turn off the Show Overlay option so that you can see the correction without any brush cursors being in the way. You can see that we've got a perfectly seamless correction here. There's no hint that the contrail was ever there. So this is a really powerful tool, and of course, you can make more than one correction per document.